It's very common to receive a picture onto which you're asked to highlight specific structures. And this is important. Tracing a structure using that kind of muscle memory is important. So you'll usually get something like this that shows you suggested colors. I mean, if you're in the ballpark, I'll give it to you. But how do you highlight? Well, over here from the left-hand side menu, there's an option for the pen. If it's not there, click on this plus, and it is usually right here somewhere. This menu will store the most recently used things for you. So if I click on pen, there's actually a couple different things here. There's a pen that makes a solid marking like this. There's a highlighter that makes a more translucent marking, and this is what helps me know what you think a specific structure is. And that's not the cuboid bone. I just want to point that out. I probably should have done the right color. Alright, there's also the erase, like that, and you can also select structures that you have made and move them around. And that's better than using the arrow up here to select structures, which only gives you a square surface to do so. This little lasso gives you the ability to lasso something and move it directly. Many times on a structure, or especially on a histological picture, you may want to use the shapes. So you can use a circle to generally show where an area is, or you can use a square or triangle. Use an appropriate shape, the one that best fits what you're trying to show me. For example, on this bone right here, I could use a square and give the right idea that I think that that is the navicular bone. If you don't have a pen, using shapes, you get really good at using shapes. You can also point to something. I don't ask you to do that very often because I'd rather see you outline something. The one thing that Miro likes to do, though, is it likes to attach the arrows to a specific structure in Miro. So it doesn't sense that each bone on this picture is a structure that you might want to point to. So I don't recommend trying to use the arrows to do anything. If you want to make an arrow, I think the best thing for you to do is to just use the pen and awkwardly make an arrow.